Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show on a good-looking Monday, joined by Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Here back on the video, back on the radio. And, Coach, how are you, man?
Doing good, doing good.
All right. It's kind of a busy weekend. Some of our sports stuff was wiped out. Derek is working the controls today. I don't know. I know we're doing this a little bit earlier, recording the show, so maybe Star didn't get the memo.
Well, it's good because in my Monday evening NASCAR report, her guy won the race yesterday.
He did. Kyle Larson, the big winner in California.
Yeah, he did really well. My guy had some overheating issues and was 5 lap down for most race. I was proud of him because he got back into like 13th or something.
Oh, wow.
After being 5 laps down, but it was a good race.
Well, it was, and we may talk a little bit more about that here in just a few moments. Yeah, they're moving to Vegas, by the way, this week is what I've been told.
That's right. That is the home of Kyle and his brother Bush.
That's what Star said this morning, so maybe they'll do better on their home course.
That's right. I hope so.
All right. So everything went well this weekend?
Yeah, good weekend. Cold on Saturday. Warmed up a little bit yesterday, so got to get out and play a little golf yesterday.
Well, there you go. It turned out pretty nice. Looks like a pretty nice week coming up weather-wise.
Looks a whole lot better than it did last week, that's for sure, and that's good for our kids because we had a lot of things get canceled last week.
Well, they got a little baseball in, but we got soccer and we had a little basketball on Friday. I'm just going to let you kind of recap all the sports stuff that did happen.
Well, cancellations. Our girls canceled their softball tournament. Tennis was canceled at San Saba, and baseball backed out of the preview in Lubbock. It was just too cold and windy. So, and worse, they were leaving a day early, so we weren't sure about the road. So those were all canceled. But we did have baseball. Played one game in the tournament. They dropped that game to Giddens. Coach Harris just said they just didn't play well, too many mistakes, but that happens early in the year. Wish they could have got more games in, but they couldn't. But they tried awful hard. They tried all the way up till midday Saturday until Giddens decided they didn't want to play. Girls soccer team was victorious against Mineral Wells by a score of 11-0.
Wow.
That's a lot of goals right there.
Boy, it is.
Glad to see them putting a lot of points on the board and getting back to the win column. Our boys dropped their match 2-0 to Mineral Wells. They'll both try to bounce. The girls will try to stay in the win column against Steamville tomorrow. Girls and boys start at 4 o'clock with the varsity girls at 5:30 and the varsity boys at 7:30 at Gordonwood Stadium against Steamville. And then, of course, softball will be at San Angelo Central, 4:30 and 6:30. And that's what we have earlier this week. Now, later in the week, it gets a lot busier, and then you go look at boys basketball. I want to congratulate Coach Will Parker and the boys basketball team for a great season. They finished as by-district champs. They dropped their game to Argyle Friday night. Argyle's a pretty well-rounded team who will step up to 5A next year. They had, 6'8", 6'5", some tall kids. They had some smaller guys that can handle the ball real well and shoot. And I think they did a good job of slowing down the game on us. We didn't get many transition buckets like we normally get. They pressed us on the perimeter, made us drive the basket. When we got to the paint, they had 6'8" sitting there. So we struggled. I think we only scored 6 points in the second half. But you know what? All that to say, our kids fought hard. They never quit. They played till the last buzzer, and I'm really proud of them, and I'm proud of the season they had. Coach Parker's first year, to go win a by-district championship was huge. Exciting brand of basketball. I think the community really enjoyed the style of basketball they played this year, and I thought they had great senior leadership. So, again, congratulations to the boys basketball team in their season.
Yeah, 24 wins. No flies on that. Star's here, by the way.
Well,
so
hello, Star.
She'll be able to give you a hard time later on our NASCAR
report. We already did the
report.
Monday evening NASCAR report where you were gone.
We'll do it again.
Oh, okay. Rub it in.
Rub it in.
14th, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, he came from 5 laps down. His car was overheating. There wasn't anything he could do. But he did get back on the lead lap. That's crazy.
Yeah, because he got the...
Hey. All right. Hey, we'll get back to NASCAR in a moment. Yeah, I'll tell you that Argyle boys team, we won't have to see them next year, that's for sure. They're going to be good next year. And their girls are unbeaten going to the state tournament.
Yeah, the boys, I think they had one senior starter.
Shoot.
The rest are underclassmen, but, they're moving up to 5A Division II, and, we'll see how they fare in that class, but I think they'll do just fine. They got some young kids. They got the height. That's some younger smaller guys that can shoot the ball really well. So they have a well-rounded basketball team.
And the Pritz kid, the 6'8" kid, was a receiver on their football team who had a really good, very athletic for a tall kid.
Yes, he was.
Very impressive. I think he's going to be looked at by some universities around here, maybe as a receiver.
Either one, I would think so. At 6'8", I mean, you don't run across 6'8" very much.
And he's got hands like that and move. Harold Carmichael, the old Eagles receiver, was 6'8". Remember him?
Yes, I do.
Played for the Cowboys for one season, in fact, at the end of his career. All right, so basketball over, but we got lots of other stuff going on, as you said. Boy, baseball's just having heck trying to get some games in. I think that's been their only game so far this year was Friday night.
We've had a couple of scrimmages that they haven't been in very good weather, and that's typical for February for us. But, looking into this week, and I'll run through the rest of the week for you just so people have an idea, because all we have going, like, again, soccer tomorrow at Brownwood Stadium. Come out and watch our boys and girls. Softball will be at San Angelo. Tennis will have the Brownwood Invitational starting on Thursday. Baseball at Stephenville, Glen Rose, and Godley tournament. Softball Atlanta will host the junior high Bluebonnets on Thursday the 3rd at Gordonwood Stadium. Then again, we have soccer at home against Graham, track at Abilene, softball versus Breckenridge, baseball at a tournament, golf, girls golf will go to the regional preview in Lubbock, and boys will be at the Dinosaur Invitational at Glen Rose. So we have a lot on the plate for the rest of the week, but the good thing is it's supposed to be in the mid to high 70s and no chance of rain. So, we could always use rain, but it's going to be nice, and those kids are going to be able to get out and start sharpening their skills. Baseball has played one game, and they'll have played maybe two by the end of the week, but yet they start district play first that Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday during spring break the next week.
About 2 weeks, They need to get some games in.
For sure.
They've had other games scheduled, but they've either been snowed out or canceled or something strange. So hopefully this week they'll get going in that Stephenville tournament.
Yeah, hopefully they can play, I don't know how many games are guaranteed. It's at 3 different sites. Hopefully they're guaranteed 3 or 4 games because they need it. They just need to get out there and knock off some rust. And on a positive note, Jacob Hadaway, who finished his basketball season well, has also been released to play baseball, and that was a concern of ours. But he's a leader in that senior class. He's a good basketball and he's a good baseball player. So I'm glad to got to talk to him this morning, and glad to hear that he's going to be back for baseball. That's good. Hopefully Owen Hunt Singer and Taylor Besson, who both are recovering from ACL surgeries, will be able to get back in the rotation and play. Owen Hunsinger is one of the best hitters they have, so it'd be nice to get him in the rotation and let him do something. So hopefully those guys can get back.
Our second baseman right there, we sure hope.
Yeah, and Taylor Besson plays first base. He plays some outfield, so it's tough on him when you're losing a couple of starters.
Boy, no doubt. All right, let's get healed up, get ready for baseball. District starts in a couple of weeks, and the girls start real soon before that. So anyway, baseball, softball, a lot of stuff going on. You went to the district meeting last week in Big Spring, or Thursday? It was Wednesday.
That was on a Wednesday, yep.
Road's a little bit treacherous, but...
we tried to get them to move that thing to Tuesday, but they didn't want to listen to us. So me and Dr. Young traveled to West Texas, and thank goodness he was driving because he's a lot more patient than I am. And those roads got bad. Once we got past Coleman, man, those roads got really bad, and we were just tootling. And we sent them a picture of it and told them we'll be there when we get there. So we got there safely and returned safely, and it was a good meeting. Set the times, set the tiebreaker, those kind of things, and talked about film exchange, talked about passes, talked about prices of games, that kind of stuff. So we'll get that thing confirmed. They're putting it together, and they'll send it out to all the athletic directors and superintendents, and we'll agree to it, and it'll be settled.
All right, there you go. All right, good stuff right there. Anything else sports-wise? Lady Lions or Lions?
Well, not that I know of. I think we touched on it all. But again, tomorrow all we have is soccer at Brownwood and then softball going to San Angelo. But later in the week we'll have a lot of activities going on. We'll have tennis again on Thursday. There'll be at multiple sites. That's always a good tournament, always a good showing. So go out and watch those kids. Usually they have it at the high school. They have it some at Howard Payne. They'll have it at Coggin Park. They may play some games at, Alcorn Park, I think it is. But they'll be all out and about, and it'll be good weather, so go out and watch them.
All right, very good. Get NASCAR. We started with NASCAR. We'll end with NASCAR.
Well,
Your man finished what?
He 13th.
13th.
14th.
Stars man finished what?
First.
All right, that's all we need to know.
Well, I just tell you what, being down 5 laps because your engine's overheating and you got to stop and
Because he got spun out in the first.
yeah, that's happened to him the first
I know.
two races. He's
Yeah.
been spun out early, but I feel sorry for old Tyler Reddick. He led almost the whole race and got slammed against the wall and got knocked out. And then Kyle Larson is just a finisher, man. He's fun to watch. He's also number 5, so you got to cheer for him a little bit. But he did win that race. It was a neat track because there's about 5 different lanes and there'll be 4, 5 across trying to get position. So it was fun to watch.
All right, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, good old number 5.
That's right.
Number 5.
Number 5.
I'm trying to think what I'm fixing to say next. I have no idea. Number 5. We had a nice trip to, where did we go Friday? Brock? Derek's a great driver.
Is he?
He is wonderful.
Did you do something to your knuckles on the way?
Yeah, I did, as a matter of fact. That's for another day. We'll talk about that later. All right. Anyway, congratulations, you said, Will Parker, on a great season, though. 24 wins in basketball. All right, Coach. I don't know where from here, but we'll be back Wednesday. We got a busy rest of the week, as you talked about, so
Yes, we do.
we'll get everybody updated on that. What else do you have for us today?
Let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Burner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investment, Hendrick Medical, Highway Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez Podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Tea.
All right, Coach, thank you. As always, we will see you. Hey, I'm wearing my Bruner Pep Rally T-shirt here, by the way.
Is it-
Oh, looky there.
Is it your birthday?
Hey, happy birthday, Coach. Yes.
I'm 1 year younger.
We forgot to mention it on Wednesday, but Coach Sammy Burnett celebrated a birthday on Saturday.
You know what him did?
What did him do?
Him sat on his couch because it was so cold and misty outside, there was nothing to do.
Well, there wasn't really, with everything canceled sports-wise. Well, that's a great way to spend your birthday.
But Leighton did make me chicken and dumplings.
Oh,
That was my request.
how were they?
They were good.
Awesome.
I ate them all.
Did you get anything special? Thanks for doing that, Star, by the
I got
way.
chicken and dumplings.
All right, that's pretty special from Leighton.
Yeah, but I got to give a shout out to my little brother. It's rare that your little brother should be buying you birthday presents, but last night I'm sitting there watching NASCAR and got a text message popped up and it said I got $50 added to my Amazon account from my little brother.
Well, how about
It
that?
said buy something fun.
Well, isn't that cool? Way to go, Hardy.
No, that would be Wes.
Oh, Wes.
Hardy's
Wes.
the oldest.
That's right. I'm sorry. Way to go, Wes.
That's right. He said buy something fun, so I'm going to buy something fun. I think I'm going to buy a poker for my sausage to let the air out of the casings and a pH balance tester for my sausage.
Well, there you go.
That's
You
fun
got
for
that
me.
money well spent.
That's right.
And really happy belated birthday.
Thank
Happy
you very much.
39th.
Yep. that'd be
Or
nice,
whatever it
wouldn't
is.
How about 53?
Am I that much older than you?
Well, I look good for 53.
Good grief. Yeah, you do, man. I look good for 73.
I look good for an old, short, fat, bald guy.
Oh, man. Don't cut and knock yourself short, okay?
Oh.
Or whatever
was
that
a
word
short
is. All right, Coach. Good stuff. We'll see you Wednesday.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett on the Coaches Show every Monday and Wednesday at this time here on KOXC and video streamed at KOXC.com.